We are in the middle of a major sell-off at the corner of Wall and Broad here, about 453 points. I'm not saying this is not a factor here. I'm just saying there are more economic factors, just the fear of the unknown and an investigation now that could go on and on and on, given these latest developments, certainly longer than thought, weighing on things. But then you have some significant underpinnings in technology that began with the backup in interest rates, and now Apple approaching correction territory, and a report that was pretty good, but just not as good as Wall Street had been hoping for, or that it would sell nearly as many phones as Wall Street had been hoping for. And that is weighing on the stock now, looking in at a 10% or close to a 10% correction. The market itself, the overall market itself, from its highs, a little bit north of a 3% correction, so a long way from just a 5% hit. We've got Fortune magazine executive editor and Apple author, best-selling writer Adam Lashinsky, Mashable deputy tech editor Michael Nunez. Michael, let me begin with you on Apple specifically and what it might be saying about that great tech run-up generally. What do you think?
Well, I think that this is changing the narrative for Apple in a lot of ways. We're so used to high-flying Apple, constantly breaking records and constantly overachieving and beating Wall Street expectations. I think now what we're seeing is still a steady interest in the iPhone, but a little bit of market saturation. So they're not selling quite as many devices as they formerly had, or they're not breaking records in the same way that they used to, but they're making a higher margin on each hardware device. I think people that are investing in Apple right now are probably looking toward what they might do in the future that will extend the life of the revenue that they were seeing from the iPhone.
What do you think's going on here, Adam?
Well, more to the point, they did have a record quarter, as you said, Neil, but sales of iPhones and units is flat for the reasons that Michael said, and maybe because the product isn't quite as great as everyone would like it to be. The reason the stock is down is that Apple's significantly lowered its revenue forecast from what Wall Street had expected before yesterday.
I might point out, too, that there are exceptions to this technology sell-off rule, like Amazon. Last time I checked, it was up $66. So it's not universal here. So the Amazon thing I could read into that, Adam, is looking at still pent-up consumer demand, shopping demand, and that is reflected generally in the retail sales figures we continue to get. Could be one of the reasons why interest rates continue to back up on expectations. That kind of activity continues. I know there are certainly other factors for that, but what do you think?
Well, Amazon gets a double whammy, Neil. Retail is a little bit on the rebound because it's doing a little bit better from where Amazon had whacked it down so badly. So retail's doing better, Amazon is doing better, its web services business is doing incredibly well, and so this is a company that currently can do no wrong. That's why its stock is up, I would think. What
do you think of the Amazon phenomenon, Michael? A little field from Apple, I grant you, but it is remarkable, especially on a day like this.
Well, sure, yeah. I mean, as was mentioned, retail is still really strong for Apple, so they're still selling lots of products. Obviously, coming out of the holiday season, Apple's done a great job at as just staying in the spotlight and basically at the front of consumers' minds. I think what people are watching, though, is how well they've been able to sell things like the Amazon Echo and some of their products that have been recently released. This artificial intelligence platform, Alexa, is a huge deal, and it's making its way into more and more gadgets. We saw at the Consumer Electronics Show earlier this month that Alexa is being added to, basically every type of product that you can imagine, refrigerators and cars and a lot of appliances that you don't typically associate with smart devices. So this is definitely the future, and this is where Amazon's heading, and people are very, very open to Amazon Echo and Alexa and basically putting this artificial intelligence into their home and into their cars and those things.